21, Wilson Chandler. Starting at center, standing 6'11", number 23, Yusuf Nurkic. Forward from Morehead State, number 35, the Manimal, Kenneth Murray. At guard from North Carolina, number 3, I feel the need for speed, Ty Lawson. The head coach of your home team. Once again, your Denver Nuggets.
It's time for some hoops at Pepsi Center, home of the Nuggets, and we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. And a one-game homestand for Denver as the Nuggets will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. They haven't had the year to this point they were hoping for, and it may be tough. Both teams will make substitutions. The Nuggets trail by 11. On the court for the Hornets. Inside, you have Vonleh and Jefferson. Ryan Roberts out there with Mo Williams, and it's Stevenson in at the 3 slot. Here's Arthur. Can't get it to fall. Here's Williams. Oh, he knocks it in, a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time. What a terrific shot. Those Hail Mary buckets always take your breath away.
Tune in next Tuesday night, February 3rd. Ty Lawson and the Denver Nuggets take on the Philadelphia 76ers. Make sure to catch it.
Folks, we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Charlotte.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And the other area that's really been strong for them tonight is their ability to get to the free throw line, finding easy points.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Hornets. Inside, you have Vonleh and Jefferson. Williams is out there with Brian Roberts. And it's Stevenson in at the 3 spot.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
The Hornets have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6. Lance Stevenson, the all-time leading scorer in the history of high school basketball in New York State. And that's something when you consider, Clark, the great players who came before him.
Yeah, to be at the top of that list says a lot about his high school career. He actually led Lincoln High School to an unprecedented 4 straight city basketball championships. There's a reason his nickname is Born Ready.
And Roberts kicks to Jefferson. Left side, Williams. Money from the wing. Williams has got 7 points in the game. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's the screen.
And now a look at Lance Stevenson, some stats on him. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's going through a little bit of a tough time, and how he responds is going to tell us a lot about him.
That's right, Steve. It's a test of character here to me. I mean, we'll see how quickly he can shake off his struggles and start raising his game again. I think he's capable.
It's not very often you can say this about the future is looking pretty bright in Charlotte.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you've got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
Both good from the line that time.
And for Charlotte, as you said, part of it is feeling good with their direction, but also they should feel good that they actually have a direction after the way the last few years had gone.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, we all know that Lance Stevenson is fearless, and as far as he's concerned, that's a product of his Brooklyn upbringing. He said players there have a, quote, feeling that nobody can stop them on the floor. Former teammate Paul George said of it, that's Lance. He's a New York player. They play with that kind of confidence. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. That confidence has certainly served him well. Hornets leading by 11.
Having a direction, as you mentioned, had been a problem with Charlotte because they seemed to change their minds every year about who they were going to be, and they did it for the last decade or so. Now it seems as though the base is solid, and they've got an idea of how they want to build and who they want to build around, and they've got a group that can grow together.
Barton passes to Maverick. Goes up the baseline, and again it's Denver. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Williams kicks to Stevenson. Count the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 13.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
Nelson dishes to Hickson. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got 3 assists in the game. So it's the Hornets now. At one point, they led by 16. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, they gave away a lot of points at the free throw line in that game. Maybe it was being on the road. Maybe they were just out of sync, but something had them rattled.
Steve, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but clearly the misses.
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
Well, it's a nice job of really making...
Deciding to change it up. The clock runs out, and we're heading...
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Get up. You're going in.
Here we go.
Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher, mentally and physically, if you're going to win on the road.
Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Foyle is out there with Lawson, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Mavericks checked in for Denver. Foy from long range. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Henderson. Can't get it to go. Excellent D from Maverick.
Gerald Henderson certainly helped by the acquisition of Al Jefferson, which created some space for him on the perimeter. And he's made great strides with his outside shot over his career.
Dishes it to Foy. Lawson outside. Fires the 3. And the shot is good. Lawson's got 7 points.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
And Walker kicks to Henderson. To the middle. Here's Biyombo. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Pass to Maverick. That's tipped. Up top, Walker. Fareed defending. And Walker kicks to Henderson. And there's the pass to Jefferson. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Denver with a platoon swap here on the
Pick it up out there.
I could use some help.
for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Williams. 12 seconds left to play here in the third. And Williams, here we go. Stevenson with a clean look. They get it back. Here's Nelson. Shot no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. We'll make it.
Next Monday night, February 2nd, Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks take on Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Don't miss out.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
There was a beautiful pass, nice basketball. The execution was perfect, and that pass set up the open three.
Williams with the ball, setting the floor for the Hornets. Henderson and MKG will fill out the wings. Al Jefferson out there with Bismack Biyombo, and it's Williams at the point. Henderson kicks to Jefferson. 6 to shoot. The high post shot. Henderson, no good. The Nuggets trail by 11. Right wing. Here's Bosstrovsky. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got 3 assists tonight.
Another good offensive possession for him. He's trying to shoulder the load here for his team.
Outside Williams. He feeds it to Henderson. There's the dish to Jefferson. Poked loose. From beyond the arc. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. 43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Nelson, the pass to Barton. And again, Denver, no good. Hornets shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Poked away. Here's Walker. Jefferson, a screen on Nelson. Walker goes in, and that is good. And the Hornets lead by 16.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
Nelson, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Outside, Walker. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. I'm here with Al Jefferson. And